Hello, welcome back to my little channel. I'm going to get my beds made this morning and head out and take my boys for a little walk. It's another glorious day here in Cornwall. The sun is shining. It's chilly, but it's lovely. Halfway through our walk, we have a little pit stop where there's a water tap that we can just help ourselves to water for doggies. Such a lovely idea, and my boys know exactly where it is, so we always stop and give them some water. Just look at that pink cottage. Heavenly. Then back home to get the kettle on and to make a delicious stew. So these are some of the ingredients that I put in my stew. I can leave the recipe below if anyone would be interested to make it. Once I've added my meat and my veg to my slow cooker, I add my tin tomatoes, my green lentils and my black beans, and then just give everything a really good stir. Then I add some stock cubes and some lovely herbs, some sage, some rosemary and some thyme. And then I just place them on top of my stew, put the lid on and just let all the flavours just naturally marinate the whole dish and leave it all day. Now just to drink my tea and head out to my local garden centre. It's a really nice drive out there. Just want to have a little nose, see what they've got, maybe pick up some plants or two. I'm after some seeds really. This is a really pretty garden centre. This is called Carnan Downs, and they do a real good variety of flowers here, and it's really nice just to see some colour, especially after these winter months.
It's funny.
Then back home into my little garden, into my greenhouse. I've got a few things I need to get planted and some seeds that I want to get sown. This is my happy place. I just literally love being in my little space. I could just tinker away all day, not a care in the world when I'm in there. Just love it. These are the cornflowers that I'd sown in my last video, already showing signs of life, and my sweet peas. So here are some of the seeds that I picked up at the garden centre. I do love poppies, I think they're so pretty. And I love these double-headed cosmos, they're so nice. I tend to always pick pink or white. I think these seed packets are especially pretty, really nice. And definitely some more zinnias. They are so beautiful. I grew them last year and I was so pleased with them, and they make a really, really nice cut flower as well to bring indoors. So I went through and decided on what seeds I was going to sow. And my first ones I'm going to is this Cleome. These are really lovely. They're Helen Campbell. They're very tall, and they make really nice cottage garden plants. They're one of my favourites, and the bees and butterflies love them, which is always a good thing. And they hang around quite a while. They flower all through summer and into the early autumn. So I'm just adding some vermiculite. It just keeps the soil nice and moist, which is really nice for the plants, and especially new seedlings. So I picked up these spring bulbs from the garden centre. There was only a couple of pounds, and I just thought for a bit of colour, I think it's nice. I'm just going to pop these in my jelly moulds. I have some narcissus as well to plant, so I'm going to pop these in pots and just do a little spring table in the garden. It would be just nice to have a bit of pop of colour in the corner. I might even bring some indoors as well. I quite like bringing the spring bulbs indoors. I noticed this little chap in my rose bush there, just playing with the feather. Reminded me of the Lorax when I saw him, you know, the little man with the beard. He played for ages. The boy is just enjoying the sunshine. It's nice to have this sunshine. Makes such a difference, doesn't it? Going to make myself a spot of lunch. Some tomato soup. Something comforting about soup, isn't there? I love it. Even though the sun's out, it's still chilly. So I've got this little camping stove which I use when I'm in the garden. It just saves me going in my muddy boots and washing my hands. I can just make myself a cup of tea or hot chocolate or my soup. So this is part of the back garden and it's all overgrown, quite twiggy. So I'm just going to take back the twigs and just tidy this section of the flower bed up today. So I'm just clearing away like some of the old Japanese anemones and some of my dahlia tops. I'm not going to remove much on the floor or dig or anything over. I'm just going to leave the leaves on the floor just to keep the ground nice and warm. This is just inside the summer house. I just thought I'd open the windows and let the air through while it's a nice sunny day. So I may have just bought a little bit of the garden indoors. I couldn't resist. A few of the bulbs that I planted earlier I've brought in. It is still quite cold outside, so I think it's made the kitchen quite cheerful. So nice to see the evenings getting lighter. So I added some dumplings to my stew about half an hour ago and they're coming along nicely. I'm looking forward to this for dinner tonight. And some crusty bread, lashings of butter, and just to sit by the fire. Pure bliss. Comfort food at its finest. I'm going to look forward to devouring this. It was definitely the right idea to bring some of those bulbs in. I think they look cool.